of years I've watched some of my heroes come here and come unstuck.
Hey, Ricky, I ain't good enough to be my sparring partner.
To the British fighter, you should probably run the other direction.
You better earn my respect. I'm not called the best fighter for no reason. I mean, it's not just a label.
You can't let someone like this man beat you.
I'm gonna punch him in his real belly when I see him. Little punk.
Welcome, ladies. Good fight.
Yeah, they didn't get in though.
What, customs?
Yeah, they scanned me and then they didn't have one of the forms. They did back for it, and then the security guard was trying to make me go down one passage. But the woman said, you come back here, I've already scanned you in, otherwise I'll be cross with you. I said, you go through this one now, otherwise you're in the back room. I thought,
oh, lovely. Back room is just what you need. See you tomorrow, mate.
Alright, mate, yeah.
Keep your head down, son.
Yeah,
have a game of pool
tomorrow, so we'll have a good natter, mate.
Yeah, I know, I'm not going for a run tomorrow. And you're going for a run tomorrow. Let's get that straight.
Yeah,
There's established boundaries. I don't go for a run.
We'll have a good natter,
All right, boss, mate. See you tomorrow.
Sure they told me I was going to get a limo.
You've seen the bright lights, you know about the glitz, the cash and the glamour, but there's great sadness here. It's a resting place for too many star-crossed boxers. It's not just slots, craps and poker. Old Vegas is an old-fashioned fight town. Floyd Mayweather is out there somewhere. He's fallen silent, but not the rumours. He's missing interviews, dropping sessions. He's gone somewhere.
When we went over for the pre-season tour, that's the tour,
5 City.
Yeah, 5 City tour that we did. I was sat on the, at that time I was a little bit weightier than I am now, needless to say, but I was sat on the plane, you know, with my protein shakes and stuff like that, and he walked on the plane with a 12-inch pizza, I felt like knocking him out then.
Stayed in this house last time, didn't we?
Same one, yeah.
That's nice down there.
It's not far from, if you want to go shopping or into the casinos, you know, for a bit of a mooch about or whatever, but it's just far enough to get away from it all.
You knew you were going to fight Mayweather, didn't you? I mean, a couple of years ago on radio you talked about it.
Yeah, and it's a fight me and Billy always fancied, you know, style-wise. Always fancied it. We used to talk about his fight. I think Mayweather, he's one of them fighters that he's got that little bit of magic dust around him, you know, but Billy said he's made for you, and that was 3 years ago. But 3 years ago it was nowhere near as big as it is now, obviously, so we've done all the right moves from start to finish, I think. Floyd Mayweather's reputation is, you know, in the ring is faultless, but out of the ring it leaves a lot to be desired, and what's the point of being the best fighter on the planet if no one likes you? When you see how Floyd, you know, belittles people, throwing his money in the face, and, you know, look at me and look at you type attitude with his money. I think you know, you're not going to get a following doing that, no matter how good a fighter you are. And I believe because on heart alone and how much fire in the belly I've got because it's who I'm fighting and because of the way he is, and you can't let someone like this man beat you.
No, of course.
You can't let a man like this beat you, and that's what I feel. So I think, you know, even the thought of getting tired and leaving him alone for half a second in this fight, I don't entertain the fact. I don't see it happening.
Seem as relaxed now as I've ever seen you. Do you think you will start to get a bit more on edge, a little bit tighter?
I think so.
Fight week 4 or 5 days before?
I think so, yeah. Probably a couple of days out. You're fighting the best fighter in any weight division, so it's gonna, you know, you are going to be more nervous, you are going to be more anxious, but it's not that much more. You know, I can't believe I can beat him.
And you've got to expect him to bring some tricks to the table, haven't you? In the build-up, you've got to expect him to
especially with the way the tour went, because it is like, the worst of it was in Los Angeles, the first one, and I just laughed and joked, and then I went to Michigan, and he did in his own town, and I just did the same, did a bit less, and then we went to New York, and he got in my face, and he went 20 seconds without saying out, and I'm not going to say anything, Floyd. He went, what's the point? You don't. And I thought, got you. And then when we come to Manchester, I just ripped into him, And apparently he was seen coming off the stage, getting into his car, screaming at the top of his voice, like he'd,
Get me out of
like someone had nicked his sweets or something. So I've no doubt he's got something planned for me. No matter how much abuse he gives me at the press conference or at the weigh-in, I think when he looks there, I think he'll be thinking, oh, wow, I've got a fighter there that he's not scared of me and he thinks he can win and he's come to win, and you know. And I think he preys on confidence. I think he's an insecure man.
I heard Floyd's gym was hidden, well concealed, an anonymous door in a plastic Chinatown, fake dragons, but it's a real gym with proper fighters, but still no pretty boy.
We're from the BBC. Did you walk you through the door? No. No? Oh, okay. Is it called the Chinatown Gym? Hello, my friend. Yeah, do you speak English? Yeah, my name is Steve Bunce from the BBC. I'm looking for the gymnasium where Floyd Mayweather trains. Is it this gymnasium? Is Floyd training today, do you know? Tonight? This afternoon? Okay, is he training tomorrow morning? I'll come back at 1 o'clock and see you here.
Trainer and Uncle Roger was there. It took 1 second to get his mouth moving in tandem with his hands.
Do you think it'll be possible for us to meet with Floyd before we go back to London? What do you think?
Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, I wouldn't see why Floyd would renege on, because y'all doing an interview with him. I mean, interview don't win no fight. The only thing win fights is skill. But he ain't really nothing but a club fighter. He's just a tough club fighter. He bust up, he bleed, he ain't really got no skill. All that body punching bullshit, don't worry about all that. All them wild ass punches he throw, he ain't gonna hit nobody with that shit. He gonna find what the truth is though. He ain't never really got what he gonna get this. This gonna be a Christmas present for his ass.
Well, his people said no problem, that Floyd was a no-show. Perhaps it was a day off, a day closer to the fight. I'd had enough searching and waiting and hoping.
I'm not superstitious, I don't have a set routine when I do this, I do that, I do as I feel, you know, and if I fancy a walk, I'll have a walk, if I fancy a sleep, I'll have a sleep, if I fancy going having a natter with my pals, you know, you do whatever makes you feel comfortable, and that's one of my best qualities, I think, that I can, you know, although I'm so focused, I can take my mind away from it and relax, because a relaxed fighter is a better fighter. I was doing some sort of documentary about where you used to go when you was a kid, you know, and it was Blackpool, you know, and I went down to see Joey in the club, and Ray Lewis and the Drifters were on, and they went, who wants to see Ricky get up and sing a song? And I was on coffee, me, I was in training and like that, and I was like that, I was going, Joey. And he was going, come on, you want to see him get up? I thought, listen, you fat wee, you know, shut up wee, you know. Anyway, I got up, you know, under the boardwalk. Yeah, like that. Stone cold sober. I mean, when I've had 12 pints of Guinness, I don't mind, you know, when I'm out of training, but, you know.
These are good, these, aren't they?
Very good, mate. Won't mind a few of them, Paul.
They're good quality, aren't they?
Won't fit you, that, Steve.
I know that, son, I know that, I'm fully aware. I mean, what was it like first time you saw your picture up and your name in lights in Vegas?
I would say one of the proudest moments of my boxing life, really, because when you think of Las Vegas, it's not just the capital of boxing, it's the capital of entertainment. You know, on the screen here, you know, the adverts, I mean, 1 minute there's, you know, David Letterman's up and Celine Dion's up and...
some woman in a pair of stockings.
And then my head pops up and it's very surreal, I can never get my head around it. In Britain, they're all saying it's the biggest fight in British boxing history, and I never thought I'd been hearing them words, you know, when I first laced on the gloves as a 10-year-old. But not only am I in a position to fight for it, I'm in a position where I believe I can win it, and it's just, Vegas is the only place you can walk down the street, nothing happened, and you can still be excited, you know. So when my face comes up on the screens, I can't, you know, doesn't need me to say how I feel.
It's the last few days here in Las Vegas, and Ricky Hatton, he's happy. 20,000 British fans are making their way here to the Neon City. The tables, they're full. Wheels are spinning, cards are flipping. It's about money and it's about pride here in Las Vegas. And my money, exactly where it was 4 months ago when this fight was first announced.
Ricky Hatton.